Today's message comes from a sticky note. Wrote this down listening to a podcast, and I think it says a lot. It's something I'm trying to remember throughout the day, throughout this 100-day hard that I'm currently on. Whether you're growing, plateauing, or declining, you are in pain. It's a constant. Pain is a constant. And if it's a constant, we don't even really need to think about it. That was powerful. That was something that made me stop and think. And it's very true. There's a few different ways to define pain. Obviously, there's physical pain. It's a little bit harder to go through sometimes, maybe when you're stuck in a hospital, physically going through pain. But when you think about a day-to-day, if you have a string of just 100 days of just your work, a weekend, work week, weekend, work week, weekend, throughout that stretch of days, your body is finding different ways to go through pain. That could be working out and you are pushing your muscles and your body to the test. And yes, you are in pain when you work out. You just understand when you're doing it at the gym that pain is how you grow. But let's say outside the gym, if you're at work, it's a bad day. Your body's in pain mentally, spiritually. You're complaining. You're complaining about the job. You're complaining about work. Maybe earlier that day, you were grabbing coffee, or even just getting water and somebody spilled something on you, or I don't know. There's so many different ways to be in pain. As simple as like sitting in traffic. Like if you're mad sitting in traffic, you're in pain. You're putting your body through pain just because of something that's way outside your control. Traffic. Again, that's probably some of the most simplistic examples I can think of, because the point, regardless, is there's always something that our minds and bodies are suffering, working through, growing through. And if that's the case, don't think about it. I mean, it's a constant. If it's a constant, don't think about it. That was so powerful to me, because pain is a constant. You're always growing. You're always evolving. And that's painful. Change is painful. Growing is painful. Learning something new is painful. Learning how to get better at something is painful. The struggle leads to success, and that's the point. Now, I can't guarantee that just not thinking about the pain is going to do anything, but if I had to guess, leaving the pain behind, maybe acknowledging it in the moment and saying, okay, I see him in pain, I'm going to keep working anyway. That ability to be in a good mood, and it goes back to what we talked about yesterday, that ability to be in a good mood and just live with the pain and not against the pain, that's going to expedite success, in my humble opinion. When you can acknowledge that you're in pain, but recognize that it's for something better, for something greater, that it's pushing you to new levels of your comfort zone, that it's helping you grow. When you can recognize the pain is a good thing, that's when the pain becomes best. And that's when you learn to work with the pain and not against the pain. So I do believe that pain is a constant every day. Every day of our lives, we find something or something finds us and we are in pain. Again, it can be a bit different if it's a major pain. But when you talk about a day to day, they are, in retrospect, minor pains. And if we can learn to combat them, work with them, and turn the pain into success, life's going to be life's going to be a lot better. Life's going to be a little bit more favorable to you because you learn to work with it and not against it. So the next time you're in pain, I challenge you just to call it out. Why am I in pain? Am I in pain because I'm at the gym? Okay, that's normal. You're growing. Your muscles are building. Am I in pain when I'm at work? Okay, you're learning how to work in this environment. You're learning how to work with these employees, your coworkers. You're learning how to do this better. If you're learning something new and you're struggling with it, all right, next time I do this, I'm going to be that much better at it. If you're sitting in traffic and you're in pain, take a couple deep breaths, turn on some upbeat music, or give yourself a little pep talk, because you can't control that. And it's not worth wasting time, energy, and suffering over things we can't control. It's just not. So yes, the next time you're in pain, I challenge you, find a way to see the positive in it. Find a way to recognize and acknowledge that it's part of your growth. Because pain's going to hit you one way or another almost every single day of your life. Learn to work with it and watch the successful results that will come from that. God bless. Happy June 4th, 2026. It's a beautiful Thursday outside. Go spread some love and kindness. God bless.